Have you ever needed help, searched someone's chat, typed the message, and then deleted it because you didn't want to sound needy? Hi everyone, I am Dasha and welcome back to my channel. I want you all to think about this for a second. When you're overwhelmed, when you're anxious, when you're mentally and emotionally exhausted, do you actually tell people? Or do you just say, I'm fine and carry everything, alone? Because most of us are very comfortable being the strong one. We are the therapist friend, we are the comfort person, we are the emotionally available one. But when we need support, we go silent. We tell ourselves like everyone are dealing with their own problems. I should keep things to myself, or okay, I am strong, I can deal with it. And slowly, without realizing it, we turn our independence into isolation. And the scary part is, we start feeling proud of it. We say things like, I don't need anyone, I am okay to be alone, and etc., and etc., and etc. But are we actually strong, or are we just scared of being vulnerable? Because here's the truth, asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It is actually the biggest signs of emotional strength, resilience, self awareness, and psychological maturity. Because when you're aware, we tell people that, hey, I need help. Can you help me? And that takes courage. More courage than silently breaking down and pretending to be okay. Now, let's look at this psychologically. Human brains are not designed to function alone. We are literally wired for connection. And there are so much research in psychology that shows social support reduces stress, increases emotional regulation, increases resilience, and helps us recover faster from anxiety and depression. So, when we ask for help, our brain is actually using the most powerful coping mechanism it has been designed for. But when we don't talk to anyone, something else happens. Our mind becomes an echo chamber. Same thoughts, same overthinking, same worst case scenarios again and again and again and again. The problem starts to feel like bigger, permanent, heavier than it actually is. But when you talk to someone, even if they don't give you any solution or any advice, you feel lighter. Not because your problem disappeared, but because you are not dealing with it alone anymore. And I know the biggest fear, what if they judge me? What if they think I'm weak? What if they don't understand my problems? But let me ask you something. When someone comes up to you, they open up to you, they discuss their problems with you, do you feel or do you think like, oh, they're so needy, they are being so dramatic, you know? No, right? But what you feel? You feel valued, you feel important, you feel closer to them. Not because you gave them a solution or an advice, but because you feel trusted, that a person has opened up to you and has discussed their problems. And that's how real relationships, real connections are built. Let me tell you one thing, surface level connections are built on, I'm fine, I'm good. But real connections are like, hey, I've not been feeling good, I've not been, no, I'm not okay, can we talk? And we really need to redefine this word independence, because somewhere we learned that independence means doing everything alone. But the real independence is knowing what things you can do on your own and when you need help. That's emotional intelligence. That's strength. Because you're not proving anything to anyone. by struggling in silence. You're just making your life harder. Let me give you a real life situation. Imagine someone who is struggling with anxiety. They are overthinking everything. They are not sleeping properly. They can't sleep properly. But they don't tell anyone. They keep functioning. They wake up, they go to college, they post on Instagram, they reply, I'm fine, I'm good. What will happen? Ultimately, they will feel disconnected from everyone. Not because people don't care, but because they never let people care. They never allowed people to care. Now, imagine the same person asking a friend or telling them that, hey, I haven't been feeling okay lately. This sentence can change everything, because now the emotions are validated, the emotions are valued, they have support, and most importantly, they have space to breathe. This is the power of asking for help. And if you're someone who finds this very difficult, I get it. Maybe you grew up in an environment where you had to be a strong one, where you were told that stop being dramatic, stop being so emotional, right? I get it. So ultimately, now you handle things alone. Not because you want to, but because you don't know any other way. It's okay. You don't have to stay that way. Because asking for help is not a personality trait, it's a skill. And skills can be learned. So start small. You don't have to tell someone your entire life story. You can start with, can I share something? Or I just want someone to listen to me. That's it. Step by step. Ultimately, your nervous system will learn that opening up is safe and it will become easier. So, if you're watching this and you're going through something alone, this is your sign. You don't have to handle everything by yourself. You are human, and humans need people. Not because they're incapable, but because we are wired for connection. And I want you to remember this one. Doing everything alone is not strength. Knowing when you don't have to is. So, I want you all to do one thing, just one. Reach out to one person. It can be anyone, your family, your friend, any faculty in your college, anyone. And just tell them, hey, can we talk? This can this can improve your mental health more than you realize. If this video made you feel seen, understood, or a little less alone, do subscribe, because here we talk about mental health, self-awareness, and the psychology about everything we do but don't always understand. You're not alone in this. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.